Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope that you are all good. Welcome to episode 3 of French Nail Friday, where we are going to be doing a real-time reverse French, and we're going to be doing a short one. That's why I thought we would leave it in real time, but let me know what you think about real-time videos in the description box below. So for our acrylics, we're going to be using diamond nail supplies, and then we're going to be top coating with our Kiki London no wipe top coat. So quite basic when it comes to products today. Now I'm working on my red iguana practice hand, so of course you would do all your prep on your natural nail before coming in with your acrylic, but as we're working on a practice hand, we're jumping straight in with acrylic. And as you can see, I've picked up a medium to large size bead of rosy. This is a gorgeous nude color, so I've flipped my brush around and placed that bead of acrylic down, and then I'm just starting to pat and press it and pressing the back part of the bead down so it blends a little bit into that natural nail bed area, so there's not too much of a ridge. And then as that acrylic is starting to polymerize, I'm going to start patting and pressing the acrylic into place, trying to create that smile line shape that you want. Now the shape of the smile line that I wanted for this one was, I kind of just wanted to go for a bit of a classic short French. So I didn't want the wings of the smile line to be too deep, but I wanted them to be deep enough that you get that nice curve to the smile line. This kind of gives me more 2000 vibe nails. This was the kind of acrylic designs I got when I very first started getting acrylic nails done. They would always be short and square and just kind of like this classic French look. So as it's quite cold, it's November here in the UK and it's got quite chilly, and the room I'm working in didn't have any heating on, so the temperature is quite low, and this is making my acrylic set quite slowly. So I'm having to spend a little bit more time just waiting for that bead to polymerize so I can really push into it to create the shape that we want for our smile line. So as you can see, I'm patting and pressing it out, and then I'll go in at the sides of that smile line just to bring the wings in a little bit and to make sure the top part of the smile line is nice and rounded. If you can get as much of the smile line shape done with your brush and the acrylic, you're going to have less filing to do. So I am having to faff around with it a little bit more than I normally would, but we're just working with that bead of acrylic. And can we take a moment to appreciate how gorgeous this color looks? I think it's beautiful for autumn because it's a bit of a more rosy color, but then it has this stunning shimmer to it. So it's just a nice way to add a little something extra to your French without having to actually do anything nail art wise differently to what you would normally do if you were using a different core acrylic. So here I'm still just kind of working with that bead of acrylic. I didn't want to come in just yet with my cuticle bead and pull it over and mess up the shape of the smile line. I'm kind of just waiting for it to set that little bit more. So I'm just nudging it, working with it to get a nice shape, because then we're not going to have too much filing to do. And then once I am happy and it has set up a little bit more, you could just leave it if you wanted to, but I was just thinking I might as well use this time to get it as neat as possible. But then once you are happy with that step, you're going to come in with your cuticle bead. So I'm picking up a slightly smaller bead of acrylic. I probably should have gone for a little bit smaller because I do end up wiping off some excess acrylic, but we're going to place this bead down just back from the cuticle, and then as you can see, I'm just using the tip of my brush to edge it up closer to that cuticle area, patting the acrylic down with a little bit of pressure so it spreads out, and then just very gently nudging it into those corners so it gets as close to the cuticle as possible without touching the skin. And then this is where I'm going to pull down that excess acrylic and effectively remove it where I had picked up a little bit too much of a big bead. I'm then going to go back in and just really tuck that in as close as I can get it to the cuticle area. Now we've built up a lot of our structure here. We're not going to be encapsulating, so you do want to make sure that you have built up your apex. Of course, on a short nail, you're not going to need too much of an apex, but you would need to maybe come in with another bead and build up a bit more of an apex if you were working on a longer nail. I did leave that acrylic to then completely set. I was just tapping it with my brush. You can kind of hear and feel once your acrylic has set, because it will sound and feel a lot more harder, and you won't get kind of like a bounce back from your brush. So once your acrylic has completely set, I'm going to come in with my file. I'm using the 100 grit side here to begin with, and I'm just going in and basically sharpening up the shape of that smile line. If you have got any unevenness, you can file that down, but the most important step here is that you're holding your file flat up against that extended nail bed that you've created, and that you're not kind of angling it, filing into it, because then this can kind of create a shadowing look when you come in and do your tip part of the nail. So just doing my best to keep that file flat up against the acrylic, and then once I'm just trying to perfect this so it looks symmetrical from side to side, and obviously making sure that it's nice and rounded and that it's nice and sharp basically, so that when we come in and do our French tip, it looks crisp. Now once I've done this, finish this off with my 100 grit side of my file, I do go in with the 180 grit side and just refine it that little bit more. I find this gives you a smoother finish compared to the 100 grit side. Really trying to get down into those side walls as well, which when you're doing this on a real hand, you do want to be careful that you're not going to be catching the skin, so try and pull the skin back using your thumb and finger. We're then going to give this a really good dust to remove all of that dust. So I've just sprayed some alcohol onto my dust brush, and then I'm just dusting away all of that dust. We don't want to encapsulate any of that in with our white acrylic, so we're just giving it a good clean. Now for my white, I'm using Silk from Diamond Nail Supplies, which is a slightly softer white. They do have a more brighter white, but for ease, a softer white is a lot easier to work with, but of course it is going to depend on the look you're going for. I feel as though this white complemented the rosy core color beautifully, because it didn't draw too much attention away from it. So I've picked up a large bead and I'm just placing that down right on the tip of the nail, going over that extended nail bed that we've created. It doesn't matter if you get any acrylic on that extended nail bed, because you can file away that excess, but you do want to make sure that is pushed right up to your smile line and there's no gap between that extended nail bed area and your white acrylic. So I'm patting and pressing this acrylic out, going right across the tip of the nail, so that I know the very tip is completely covered in acrylic. And then I'm going to flip my brush around and start blending this acrylic back, just gently pulling it down into the wings of that smile line. Now I'm not stressing about completely covering the entire French tip in this one bead of acrylic. I know that I'm not confident enough just yet to be able to do that. I need more French practice, so I'm just pulling back a small amount, using my brush at all times to pat and press the acrylic out so that we've not got a too thick bulky tip. But then I will come in with 2 small beads down each of those corners to make sure that they are fully covered with the acrylic. But I'm just still working with this bead where it's setting a little bit slower. I am able to blend a small amount of it back. You don't want a thick bulky tip, so don't stress about adding more white acrylic to get it to be the same thickness as your extended nail bed, because we're going to go in and file some of that excess off, because the extended nail bed area, I did build the wall up a little bit thicker than it needed to be. So here I'm going to come in with the medium sized bead here. Ideally I should have just come in with a small bead here, but we've gone in with a medium one, so we're going to work with it. So I'm patting and pressing it, and then I'm just going to pull off the excess. I'm really trying to just make sure that it gets down into those corners of that smile line. And then annoyingly I did have a little hair stuck in the acrylic here, so I had to get rid of that. But I'm just wanting to make sure that that acrylic is going down into that side wall, because you don't want to compromise the structure by there being any thin or weak spots down in those corners. So you want to make sure that you have built up your structure, because we're not going to be encapsulating. And this area here, this very free edge of the nail where the skin is kind of, sorry, the nail bed is meeting the free edge, that can get quite weak. So you do want to make sure that you've got enough acrylic down there. I personally would rather have a little bit more there and have to file off the excess than go in with too much, and then if you're wearing the set of nails, you're going to break the tip of the nail. So I did go in with a little bit too much. I'm just cleaning up here, trying to get that as neat as possible, and then we're going to do the same on the other side. Gone in with a slightly smaller bead here, so it was a little bit more manageable, but I'm just patting and pressing it and then wiping off the excess, and then just cleaning up, pushing that acrylic in so that we've not got any sticking to the side walls of the nail. And then once we have got that done, we're going to leave the free edge to completely set. I did keep annoyingly picking up little pieces of hair, so I was having to keep getting rid of them, but I'm just patting and pressing this down. I'm also, a lot of the time you'll see me cleaning off my brush. I'm trying to keep my brush nice and clean, because white acrylic, even if you're using a soft white, can be a little bit sticky. So once the nail had fully set, you're going to want to come in and file. I'm starting off with a 100 grit side file, and I'm just filing off the excess white acrylic. So any of that white acrylic that's gone over the nail bed area, I'm getting rid of that first, and then I'm going to start debulking the nail. So again, it was a little bit bulky right where we had created the smile line with our rosy acrylics. I'm debulking there, and then once I've debulked and I've got rid of a lot of the excess acrylic, I'm going to go in and just shape and refine. So I'm going in and shaping the free edge of the nail. So we're going right across that nail. I want to get a nice sharp crisp square shape, so I'm coming straight across with my file. The tips I'm using in my red iguana hand are not the red iguana tips, they're just some cheap ones I picked up from AliExpress, and they do slide out a little bit, so that's why I don't tend to leave too much filing in on my channel, because I tend to take the tips out and file them. But when I do my own nails, I do tend to leave a bit more filing in, but you get the gist of what you need to do. Once you finish filing, I always like to come over the nail with a buffer. I'll go in with the 100 grit side first and then the 180, just to get rid of all those harsh lines that are left from filing, and just to really refine, especially like around that cuticle area where you don't want it to be thick and bulky. Once again, you're going to need to give that nail a really good clean, so I did dust over it and then go in with an alcohol pad, and then we can finish off with our top coat. So I'm using the Kiki London No Wipe top coat, which gives you a beautiful high shine. I love how well this top coat works over acrylics. So I'm just going to come in and completely top coat the nail, being really careful not to get any on that cuticle area. And then as we pull it down towards the free edge, I do just like to come in and cap that free edge, just to make sure you don't get any chipping with the top coat. And then if I was doing this on my own nails, I would finish off with a drop of cuticle oil. So I really hope you've all found this video helpful. It was good practice for me to do a shorter nail, and I really liked how it turned out. It kind of reminds me of back in the day acrylic, so I had a lot of fun doing this. Do let me know in the comments below if you have any suggestions for next week's nail tip French Friday, and I shall give them a go. Thank you all so much for watching. Lots of love, take care, bye bye. Oh, I really quickly forgot to say, if you did enjoy the video, please do give it a thumbs up, as it really helps my channel. Thank you, bye.